Hello and welcome to my new video. If you're new here, hi, I am Lex, and today we're going to be looking at island layout ideas, starting with this gorgeous island Sunsplash. I was hoping to inspire you guys ahead of the 3.0 update where we'll actually be able to make multiple islands. So this is the first layout we're looking at. I think this is so cute. It clearly has a sort of Kidcore theme going on, and we've got some like lily pad islands and the little frog and duck ponds. I thought this was so cute. It seems to have a very natural layout, so I figured we would run around and appreciate the theme while you kind of get a feel for how creators set up their islands, how people manage to, get their islands to flow, because it is not always easy. I can testify as someone who has made 15 islands now that it is not always a simple job. This is so cutie. Here's the little frog pond, so you can kind of see it on the island, how it looks. It definitely blends into the natural terraforming on the island. Also, I did want to say, if you're interested in submitting one of your own islands for videos like this, I accept those submissions over in my Discord. We do have a very active Discord community, so feel free to join and hang out. The link will be in the description for you if you'd like. Look at this. We have the little ducky pond, and it actually has little ducks on it. I mean, I guess it would have been a really bad missed opportunity not to have the duck pond be a duck pond, but still so cutie. I love the custom designs on this island as well. If you're interested in those, I will have the creators for these islands linked in the description as well, so that you can go and, first of all, check out their islands. When I show you the map, the DA is usually on there for you to visit, but you can also contact the creators if you're curious about where they got their ideas or their codes. I think this might be my favorite build on the island so far. This little like laundromat, a little laundry station. The bubbles are so cutie. I love that. I also love that the villagers are like frogs and ducks. So cute. People have been telling me I should do this as a theme, and I'm really starting to see the light here. I think this could be such a cute theme to explore. Again, I love the setup of this island, the lily pads and stuff, and I think it winds its way so naturally around. It's so easy to follow the pathways through the different builds, and they all look adorable so far. So I hope this is giving you some natural inspo for making your island flow, maybe incorporating cool little like art pieces into your map design. It is not easy, but it works out so well when you get those shapes to look good. It's so cute. So yeah, let's go ahead on to the next island layout. Alrighty, coming up next is this really cutesy little city island design. Let's take a look at the map. Of course, it's essential for this video. I think that this structured look is so good, and I was really curious about the more natural looking portions of the island as well. It seems like there's a good mix in the theme of the way the creator decided to use the land, be it the city vibe or the more natural structure in the back. I also, as usual, really like to showcase different themes with my videos, and I feel like that's more important than ever when you're considering island layouts. What you can make work for your theme obviously is going to be different based on whatever aesthetic you're going for. I also thought that the shops featured on this island were so cute. I went to a Daiso when I was in Vancouver actually, and I thought it was so nice. I love the little pink shopping carts. Are you kidding? So yeah, I just figured we'd walk around this island to kind of get a sense for how things flow together in the city. There is so much rigidity that looks so good. We have these little natural areas too though, and I feel like this would work out really well for me. I love natural like island designs, and so I feel like if I did a city island, I would definitely need a little natural alcove like this, and this one is gorgeous. It's like we have a little cherry blossom bamboo garden area where you can walk all the way back to the back of the island, and it's just stunning. That is so beautiful. It also brings, a touch of nature, and that raises the property value for these homes, being right next to a park. You have to think about these things when you're setting up for your villagers. We have to give them the best life possible. But I absolutely love the way this is set up. Here is the resident representative's home, very centrally located to some important businesses, it would seem. Back here we have a kimono boutique. I'm picking up on not so subtle vibes that this is a Japanese city theme. If I had to make a super uneducated guess, totally off the dome here, that's what I'm thinking. And look, a little mini park too with the same theme as the big one. That's so cute. I love that. We have some beach access too, so there's plenty of like nature for these villagers to enjoy. I love how this all fits together. Everything goes right to the edge of the island too, every space utilized. This is just gorgeous. Again, if you're interested in the custom designs, I don't have those, but you can definitely reach out to the island creators. Look at this. I love the inclusion of the little hop spots with bushes, flowers, etc. in the water. It looks cool on the map, but it also just looks really cute as you're walking around. It really adds to the aesthetic appeal of the city. I don't know. I think it looks great. Yeah, these neighborhoods, very structured. Everything is so cohesive, so put together, and it just looks phenomenal. Everything's so well set up. The most challenging thing, I think, about city islands, to me at least, would definitely be creating all these fake buildings in ways that feel believable, and this creator has done such a beautiful job with it. All of these buildings have been so well made, and everything here is just stunning. Also, loving this little park insert in the middle of the island too. I really like how this creator manages to blend these natural areas inside the city too. Just really impressive, and I feel like I might have even just stopped at one very natural area, and I love that this creator didn't. Look at all these little gyroid gardens, bro. Anyway, this is adorable. You can get a quick look at the map in the bottom right corner again to see how lovely this mix of structures is. You might recognize the entrance of our next island because I featured it in my recent entrances ideas video, but this is such a pretty fall island that I cannot wait to explore some more. Let's take a look at the island map here. What really fascinated me about this is how little terraforming there is going on. Like, there's some terraforming at the very back of the island, but for the most part, the island is flat and the layout is pretty, it's pretty spread out. You know, there's like wide swaths of empty land. So I wanted to go explore that because I think it's pretty cool. And I think we can judge already that this creator does a brilliant job with decorating. Nothing feels flat, even though we know that there's very limited terraforming. Like, it all just feels like it flows so well. There's so much height happening here. Like, can you believe that that's the map for this island? Because I can't. Like, it genuinely, it's shocking to me. Take a look at this. Hello? Is this the coolest terraformed island I've ever seen? Maybe, you know? Maybe. This is so neat. I also love the mix of bushes. I feel like I don't typically pay attention to that, but it looks so nice here. The holly countered with the lighter colored bush that is out of season. I don't know which one it is exactly, but it looks so nice, especially with the holly being such a rich, deep green. I don't know, I feel like they both really contribute to the aesthetic going on here, the fall vibes. This is just so beautiful though, and again, I think it's really impressive how much height we're getting from the buildings, from the trees, when there aren't any like cliffs to build on. That's something I personally struggle with, is like keeping an area like looking dimensional when there's very little going on terraforming wise. I'll say it, I use terraforming as a crutch, okay? This island is just magnificent. Again, we're seeing a lot of really neat uses of fake buildings. Oh, and look at this. It's like a little deck where you have some art stuff going on, an art installation featuring the gyroids. They're so talented. And going through here, I absolutely love the patterns on this pathway. This, honestly, it's giving, I know the like island as a whole is very Autumn City vibes. The pathway is giving so much normcore. I used to love seeing the like patchwork pathways on different islands. I think they look so neat. And here's our very narrow strip of terraforming, which is really well done too, of course. I mean, I'm not surprised, but this is so sick. A little land bridge so you can appreciate all of the autumn vibes happening here. The boats in the distance, like, are you kidding? This is such a neat way to set up your island, and I am just perpetually impressed. Every step we take, I'm like, wow, this is kind of insanely done. I don't know how the creator got the idea for this, but you can find them here on YouTube too. So go and check out Brenda's channel, because what in the absolute heck is happening here? This is so cool. Okay, this next island has a pretty exciting theme happening. This is the island of Wonderland, as in Alice in Wonderland. And I think that is, first of all, such a neat theme, but I think the map is really interesting to, not my custom designs. Hold on. I think the map is really interesting because it's like the middle of the island sandwiched between these two like cliff elements here on the far edges. I think this is really cutesy. So let's go explore. First of all, over here, there were 2 little houses. How cutie. And everything is very far away. Let me discover how to access the rest of the island. I have a feeling there's going to be like a pipe somewhere that we have to use, but oh, yep, I was right. Look at this. Here's the white rabbit, and then there's a pipe in the ground. This is so clever. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, this is crazy. So you come out in the house. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have not read Alice in Wonderland, so I'm not gonna get all of the references, but this seems like some sort of like live-in area. Oh, the iconic room with the drink me on the table. That's crazy. And the little door. Oh my god. Okay, I did see the whatchamacallit, the animated movie, and this is bringing me back, bro. This is so nostalgic. Let's go explore. Alrighty, immediately, the little birds, a little eat me cake, or I guess those are cookies. I wanted to eat the cookies from that movie so bad. I love the bug models showcasing like the giant bugs and such. I know that this is like a really niche theme, but I still think the layout is really interesting and something you could absolutely adapt to your own island theme. Like having cliffs in the back and the front, but having the entire middle of the island be flat is really interesting to me. And I love to see people actually pull off these like alternative ways of decorating the island. I also think it's really cool how the front of the island is very simple. It's very like almost barren, but then you go into Wonderland and it's a Wonderland. It's so apt. It's so well done. I think this is just a really impressive way to theme your island and to design it. I think that this is working out really well. Again, we've got a very natural structure to this island. You're following a very winding path, which also makes sense for Wonderland. I'm also curious as to how many of these signs are like a little misleading. Look at the fun hat selection. The Mad Hatter lives here, bro. This is so cool. I also love this custom design path that's being used. It's so like vibrant. It has so much going on. Here's the iconic tea party too. Oh my goodness. I love to see an Animal Crossing island designer working. And this is, yeah. Look at the little arrows guiding us. Hello. Am I allowed over here? Oh my god, it's the red paint. Shut the absolute heck up. We have a maze. It seems like we're at the Queen of Hearts castle. Let me go down. This is so cool and such a good use of the flat space on the island. Again, we just have a creator who really does the height on the island well. What a cool setup. This has been so neat. Alrighty, and for our last layout idea of the day, I decided to come to this island before I showcase the map. I triple dog dare you, literally triple dog, so you have to like the video. And then I also would love to hear from you. What are you most looking forward to in the 3.0 Animal Crossing update? I feel like, I don't know, we're not hyped enough about this right now, guys. Tell me what you're looking forward to so I can be delusional with you guys, please. Anyway, let's look at the map. Here is the map for this island, and I'm really fascinated by the setup overall. I love how structured the center of the island is, the like quadruple inclines with the 2 bridges in the middle. I love the like scattering of houses. This island has a story that I think is really interesting, and you should definitely go and check out the creator and see all of the lore that this island has, because it's really actually fascinating and I love it. But yeah, wanted to showcase this. I feel like this island, the right side of it at least, has a very natural layout. Let's go explore the other side too, though. Also, just as an aside, this like deforestation area is heavy giving the Lorax. Alrighty, if you visit, there are these super cutie little gifts you can pick up, but we have like businesses on this side. It's very much so like a city that counters the right side of the island being this like sad like forest kind of vibe. It's deforested. The creatures over there are struggling. We have some like witchy stuff in the back. I think it's really cool. Like I said, you've got to go check out the island lore because I can't give it to you appropriately. Look at this little blacksmith shop. Hello. Every time I see a blacksmith shop, I know this is ridiculous, but I immediately think of Minecraft and like the furnaces and how excited I would be to find like a nice house with like a chest inside it that had really cool stuff, like good loot. Oh my, there's nothing like it, guys. Let's go and explore. I forgot about the center of the island being so cool. So here's the double incline with double bridges. Oh, this is a cool design too. It's like an extended bridge. Let's go. And look at this. There's like a palace. Hello? That's so cool. I'm guessing maybe this pipe will allow us to get inside here because these guards are not letting us go. They're a little rusty, but they're keeping us out pretty effectively. I love the jail bars behind the castle gate, by the way. They look so cool. It's definitely like an actual portcullis, which is really nice to see. Yeah, so you can go inside this little palace complex. So you kind of get an idea of why all these inclines and stuff are here. It's very well set up, and this is just another really cool way to lay out your island that's super creative and just not really seen very often, you know? All of these islands today have been so unique and eye-catching, and I just love to see everyone's creativity with this. If you loved these ideas, check out my latest island tour for Symmetrica. This island is an island that has a completely symmetrical island layout. Okay, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye!